Shalom. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, which Lord will, it is edifying, I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honor to our God and Hamashiach, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors be to our apostles, our elders, a great millstone who rule, teach, and lead well. All right, peace, blessing, salutations be to you, hopefully elect, your brothers and sisters out there who sincerely believing on the Lord. All right. Just gonna tap into something real quick through the spirit. At the end of the day, of course we have our doubts, we have our worries, we have our shortcomings, things of that nature. But at the end of the day, we have nothing to worry about. All right, the Lord has everything planned out. Everything's already been planned out. It tells you in the scriptures that the Lord has declared the end from the beginning. So how much more are our simple lives compared to what the Lord has created and what the Lord has planned out? We're talking about the Lord has prophecies planned out about a whole kingdom going down. And even before all those kingdoms, that was all prophecy that they were going to go down. But you think that your individual life, the Lord just has no idea what's going to happen to you, and it's just you're just always hanging in doubt. Well, you need to cut that out. All right, because if you're sincerely following after Yahweh Bashmal Shai, the Lord is going to protect you. All right, your road is going to lead to salvation. Even if you happen to be a martyr, the Lord is not forsaking you. Okay, it's Ecclesiastes 12:13. It says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man." So if you're doing that, you have nothing to worry about. If you're sincerely doing the will of Yahweh Bashmal Shai, there's nothing, that can harm you. The Lord is going to protect us under His wings. Okay? Fear not thou worm Jacob. I roughly paraphrasing. Because a worm is defenseless, but guess what? Our defense is Yahweh Bashmal Shai. All right, tells you the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it, and is safe. It's in Proverbs. You see? So you can see where all this is going, man. We're going to be taken care of. All right, Lord, well, we're of the elect, but we're going to be taken care of, bro. Okay? This is Sirach 2, I believe it's the 10th verse. Look at the generations of old. So pause. All right, let's go here right now real quick. Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. It says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope." So in this day and age, December 2021, even the book of Romans is written aforetime to us. The whole Bible is something of the past. All right, but the scriptures is constantly filled with, exhortation and essentially rebuke and, just things like that. All right, it tells us how to maneuver. It gives us examples. You know what I'm saying? You have all these different men of the Bible that, have strove for the truth unto death, like it said, and it tells you in Sirach, I believe it's 4, the 4th chapter, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Well, guess what? You have examples of these men in the scriptures, and the Lord did fight for them. Right? So how much more so us in the most evil time to come upon the planet Earth, as it says in Daniel 12 and Matthew 24. This is going to be the worst time. This is going to be even worse than 70 AD and slavery and all the other captivities that we've had, the big H that they talk about. It's going to be worse than all that. Okay? But nonetheless, let's go on and get back to that Sirach 2. It's like I had it bookmarked. Sirach chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see. Did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Nobody. Verse 11, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. The Lord is going to protect us, man. Okay, we have nothing to worry about in these times. All the things that we hear on these different videos and read in these different chapters and even bring out ourselves as individuals, all these different prophecies and terrifying events that are about to take place on the planet Earth, especially here in America, we don't have to worry about. All right, this is Psalms 91. I'll hit verse 1 down to 2, and then I'm going to just hit jump down. Still like you. Goodness. Psalms 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, which is the truth, this ministry, all right, the Holy Spirit dwelling within you, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty, meaning the Lord is going to protect you. He's got a hedge about you. All right, tells you that, the angels of the Lord, basically encamp around those that fear him. Okay? I believe that's Psalms 34 and 7, but that might be the one talking about a contrite spirit. In fact, let me just get instead of talking. Psalms 34 and 7, it says, the angel of Yahweh encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth him. There you go. Right? Get back to that Psalm 91. Because remember also in Ezekiel 9, talks about the mark of exemption, the Thawah. That's what the Lord is going to put upon, the elect. All right? Which Thawah goes into what? Exemption from judgment. Meaning these different calamities, yeah, you're going to be in the midst of them, but they're not going to consume you. All right, just like during the time of Passover when we put the lamb's blood on our door, and yes, I say we because we were back there, Lord will. And even if we, weren't back there, we were, in the wilderness or whatever, but we were during that time period. We know what happened. We heard the stories, and we read about the stories today. We as the Israelites put the lamb's blood on our doorpost, and when the spirit of death came, to kill the firstborn, guess what? It didn't touch us. All right, now that modern day lamb's blood is Yahweh Shai. All right, and that that dwelling place is his truth. You see, so we're protected, man. So long as we follow the commands of Yahweh by Shemal Shai and don't step outside of that, outside of that fortress, outside of that, outside of the door with the lamb's blood on the post, we're gonna be all right. All right, Psalms 91 and 2, it says, I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge, which is a place you go, for safety. Okay, like you had back then, you may have had somebody that accidentally killed somebody. They might have been cutting down a tree and, the part of the axe, came off, or the axe slipped out their hand and it hit somebody. Well, their family might, like it tells you in the scriptures, their family might come after you, for vengeance, but, it would be unjust because it was an accident. So there was a place of refuge where he would go to be protected. Okay? But it says, my God, in him will I trust. Jump down to 7, down to 8. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward. A reward is not always good. Okay, it depends on who's being rewarded and what they're being rewarded for. Right? It says, and see the reward of the wicked. So it just said that these plagues are not going to come nigh us, but they're for what? The wicked. They're the reward of the wicked. So these calamities are here to punish the 2/3 in the heathen nations. All right, not to destroy the elect. That would be contradictory. That would make the Lord a liar. And it tells you in the scriptures, the Lord is not a man that he should lie. Okay, the elect cannot be plucked out of his hand, and he's going to deliver the elect. And even the elect that are martyrs, the few that are the few that are martyrs, that's not judgment. Okay, that's not the reward of the wicked. That's just dying for Yahweh by Shemal Shai. That's a glorious way to go. It's a glorious death. There's a lot of there's a major reward, a major recompense that's going to come with that. All right, but it says, because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. So if you're being a doer of the word, not hearer only, like it says in James 1 and 22, you see, you have nothing to worry about. Okay, now if you're in this truth and you're not sincere, or you have an alternative motive, or whatever the case may be, you better repent. All right, because the Lord knows our hearts, man. How Christians say, well, the Lord knows my heart. The Lord knows our hearts. So the Lord knows if you're really in this thing or not. The Lord knows if you're holding a grudge against a brother or not. The Lord knows if you're teaching for filthy lucre's sake or not. The Lord knows everything, man. His eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men. Okay? There's nothing you can do. Yahushua said that which is done in the dark is going to be brought to the light. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, last one. I'm going to close it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16. I believe it's around the 70th verse. 2nd Ezra 16 and 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for God is your guide. And it goes on, but that's the point. All right? Don't be afraid. All right? The Lord is with us, and he will guide us. All right? So, Lord, let this was edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachah Kodash. The honor be to our apostles, our elders, great millstone to rule and teach well. Peace, blessing, salutation be to the hopefully elect. With that said, Shalom, Ball.